So after understanding the basic definition of the communication, let us move to communication process. How this communication process starts. What is this? The communication enters, as can be seen on the board, communication enters our life in different ways, many different ways. We are surrounded with every type of information that we are receiving from many sources. For example, telephones and mobiles in our hands, radio, TV, computer with internet access, newspaper, all these are providing us rapid rapid communication to us. Whatever is happening around the globe, in the world, in the area around us, we are learning and we are getting the information about that incident which is happening through all these things. Computer with the internet access nowadays, as all are using internet can be accessed through mobiles also, because we have got our smartphones, isn't it? Yes. uh, Next, also the communication provides support to the ships in the oceans and sea, aircraft while flying, rockets, satellites in space. So what actually is happening, the communication is helping everybody. It is a need, and now it has been declared that it is an essential, it comes under the essential services. Okay, so with this communication, each and every person is connected to other person, whoever he wish to send information or talk to. So what we are seeing, that communication is everywhere. Communication has entered and has highly impacted our lives. We can also write that communication implies to the transfer of information from one place to another. Okay, so the thing here we have to notice, and the thing that is most important in this sentence is this information. What is this information? Information is the main subject which we are trying to send it to, or which we are trying to say to the other person. Or for example, it could be anything, a voice, video, cartoon, letter, whatever we wish to send through a pattern is known as information. This is for a normal sense that we are talking of. Okay, but when we come to the technicality, the technical terms, then we call it as a, this information is actually a signal. So the communication process involves generation of signal. The generation of signal. So let us understand this communication process in a broader way, in the technical terms. Okay, so the communication process, what is this communication process? It requires a signal from source to reach to destination. Here also signal is received. Now signal from source, signal destination signal. So There must be something between these two in order to send the signal from the source to destination. So what is this? If this is a path, this is a path. Okay, so for the communication process, the signal needs to be generated from the source, and in order to reach the destination, the signal has to pass through this path or media on which the signal will travel and reach the destination. You can understand this thing with a normal or general example also. Suppose you want to go somewhere from your home to your office. You will obviously need something, some media, some path to reach to your office, isn't it? Yes. So if you are leaving your home for the office, you will choose either walking. For walking you need a path. You can go with bicycle, you can have your motorbike, or you can use your car for the purpose. So there is a media, there is a path to take you from the home to office. Okay, so this communication process requires a source to generate a signal, to generate a message, then a path to travel this signal to reach the destination. So this is all about the communication process. So we can also write it like let us draw the block diagram of communication process. What is this? This is our source which is generating a signal. Okay, and in order to reach, this is the medium slash path, and here it is reaching the destination. This is also a signal. So the source has generated the signal and it is passing through a medium or path, and the signal is reaching the destination. But here is one thing that you need to understand. Whatever a source is creating while getting transfer from through the medium, some sort of noise is added in it. Noise. Okay, some sort of noise is added. So now a source has generated a pure signal. When it is passing through the medium or the path, some amount of noise is added, so this signal becomes noise, signal plus noise. Now at the source, a pure signal is generated. Through the medium, some noise is added. Now the signal that is reaching the destination is noise plus signal. Here filtration of received signal is performed to get original signal. Suppose here a signal X is generated. Okay, some sort of Y noise is added in the medium. So the signal that is reaching here is X plus Y. Here filtration of the received signal, Rx stands for received signal. TX stands for transmitted signal. So it is transmitting the signal source, and this is receiving the signal destination. So let's see the basic elements of the communication system. uh, we have already seen this thing, but not in this form. That was just a basic process with the workflow of the communication, how the communication establishes. Now for the technical terms, we need a transmitter, we need a system to transfer our information which the source is producing. So here in this system, so in this block diagram, we are looking at the elements of the communication system. What are the elements? Here a source is required, as I have already discussed that a source is required for creating a signal. Now if we wish to send the signal to very large distance, the destination is far away from us, then we need a system or a hardware which will help us to send this information from the source to destination, and that part, that machine or the system is known as the transmitter. So what actually happens, the source uh, produces a signal, generates a signal which goes into transmitter. Now the transmitter encodes in bits slash electrical wave. Here the source signal is sent to transmitter where it encodes bits into bits or in the electrical form, in the electrical wave form. Then it sends the information to through a channel. What is this channel? This is nothing but the medium that we were talking about. So the transmitter, the signal that is coming out of the transmitter is called as the transmitted signal, which is going through the channel where noise is added. And at the other end, at the receiver end, there is a receiver. This is a system which is receiving these encoded bits or the electrical signal. Now here what receiver does? Receiver decodes. Here it is a transmitter is encoding, receiver is decodes the received signal through the channel. Whatever signal is being received, which is passing through the channel, the receiver is receiving it and decodes it and sends the decoded information, user of information, to the means the original signal to the destination. So the source is generating the signal, it is sending the signal to the transmitter so that it can be encoded and can be transferred through the channel, and at the other end receiver is there, a system which is receiving the signal from the channel and decoding it to the original message, which is reaching to the other user or the destination where it was intended to go. So this is the element of the communication system. So source is there, transmitter is there, a channel is there, a receiver is there, and the destination. Okay, so all these are the elements of the communication system. Types of communication. Let us first understand types of communication. There are mainly two types of communication. Broadcasting. What does this mean? One source, many destinations. or receivers. Number two is the one-to-one slash point-to-point communication. What is this? So one-to-one communication or the point-to-point communication means there is a source and it is sending a data to only one destination. What is this broadcasting? One source. There is one source of information which is sending the information in air, and there are many destinations or the many receivers. For example, TV, radio. Okay, these are the examples of broadcasting. You must have heard TV broadcasting, news broadcasting. What is that? That is nothing but there is one source and there are many destinations or many receivers. Means from one point, the signal is being sent from one point and is being received at many different places by many different users. So this is called as the broadcasting. It is in broad way, isn't it? TV and radio are the broadcasting. One-to-one and point-to-point communication means there is one source and there is a fixed destination. Whatever the signal is produced at the source, it is intended for only one user. So this is called as the point-to-point communication. For example, I am calling my friend. So it is point-to-point communication. It doesn't intend that if I am calling and it is many people are receiving my calls. It doesn't happen. Okay. So this is point-to-point communication and this is broadcasting. I hope the broadcasting and point-to-point communications are clear to you.